Bearman here. Bearman is playing another game of Duskers. Bearman just moved his keyboard and mic, so hopefully the keyboard sounds won't be as apparent. But Bearman will see soon. So where we left off is Bearman just finished scavenging 3 ships, and now Bearman's gonna go loot the humbug. Bearman originally found 2 new drones with Sonic and Trap. Bearman's not gonna need either of those for this mission, hopefully. So Bearman uses his last of his fuel and he starts looting this ship. Bearman doesn't know how this is gonna go. Bearman, like I said, Bearman said in the past, Bearman hasn't played in a long time since last time Bearman played. But Bearman will win. So, but since Bearman's just gonna got nothing else to do, Bearman's gonna tell you some stories. Actually, Bearman's gonna turn that down. Because Bearman finds that a little too loud for Bearman. Like, just a tad bit too loud. Bearman finds this game's very loud and enthusiastic, Bearman finds. Which Bearman can't blame it, like, lots of noise. But as Bearman was saying, here's a story from Bearman's bear kid days, when Bearman was still a little bear cub. So when Bearman was still a little Bearman cub, Bearman was standing out on some rocks out in the lake. And when Bearman was doing that, Bearman was just minding Bearman's own business, having fun. And Bearman found this board, like, just had some nails in it. And, oh, there was an enemy in there. Oh, Bearman will check that soon. But, Bearman's just doing Bearman's thing. But once Bearman found those nails, like that board with a nail in it, it was just sticking out. And Bearman's like, this is dangerous. So, Bearman did the logical thing that any bear cub should do, and that is Bearman flipped the board over so Bearman could, like, stomp on the nail so the nail would go sideways. Well, what Bearman did wrong is, when Bearman did it, Bearman, like, Bearman's face, like, the nail was facing towards Bearman's feet. Bearman tilted it sideways slightly, and then Bearman just stomped on it twice. The first time actually pushed the nail back, but then the second time the board turned over, so the second stomp, Bearman's foot just slammed onto the nail. Luckily, it missed Bearman's like toes narrowly, but it still pierced Bearman's shoes. So that's Bearman's close call. Like, Bearman was not expecting to step on a nail and almost step on a nail and hurt Bearman's self. Bearman's very lucky Bearman didn't do that, because Bearman's right now in EMR, so Bearman's able to do many medical things. And Bearman can tell you right now, puncture wounds are not fun. You can trust Bearman on that. Puncture wounds are not something you want to get involved with. Bearman doesn't recommend it. Bearman wouldn't recommend that. Bearman would not wish puncture wounds on Bearman's enemies. Unless Bearman did it. If Bearman had to, Bearman would give someone a puncture wound. But Bearman, it's a terrible wound to treat. Bearman doesn't recommend ever getting punctured by something. Bearman's just gonna generate this real quick. D4, D8, not D8. What is Bearman doing? Bearman's just gonna see if any monsters come out of those doors while Bearman just blunders around, Bearman guesses. But right now the turret is in on that room. Meaning that if Bearman were to go into that room, Bearman's drone would be shot. Bearman might lose his drone in a moment. If D9 was open, Bearman may have messed up, because there's now a dead monster in the doorway, so Bearman can't close D2. What? Oh, power. Oh, Bearman read it wrong. Remote power R6. Was remote... It's just R6. Ah, there it is. So what Bearman needs to do is Bearman needs to go back to the room, and Bearman needs to shut off the turret. But you guys saw how D6 was open. Bearman could have made, if let's say Bearman scanned. So if this power wasn't on, some rooms are not seeable, but you could still open the door. So Bearman could have opened up the door when he did a motion sensor and thought the room was clear, but if the door was open, the monster could have been in this room. And Bearman couldn't see that the door was closed because it wasn't powered. So Bearman could open this door after he saw the motion sensor was green, come in, and the monster would come through the door and kill Bearman. And Bearman doesn't want that. Bearman does not want to die. How does Bearman stop the door? Bearman doesn't know how to stop the door. Bearman finds this game scary. Stressful for Bearman, because Bearman does not know what to expect. But hey, Bearman's still alive, so Bearman's still alive and kicking. So Bearman says that that's a win. Because if Bearman wasn't still alive and kicking, Bearman would have many problems. Gather all one. Navigate all R1. Navigate one R4. I don't know what drone 1 is doing. Drone 1 was on the right path, so Bearman guess Bear 1's not doing Bear 1's job. Gather all one. So now Bearman just gonna sits back, drink some water, and enjoy the view. But yeah, as Bearman was saying earlier, stepping on a nail, or almost stepping on a nail, Bearman does not recommend it. Because if you step on a nail, you're gonna have a bad time. Puncture wounds are not fun, especially since your foot, it has so many bones closely knitted, well, not knitted together, but so, like, such a close proximity. So if you were to step on a nail, the odds of you hitting your bone or, like, at least denting it or hitting it would be pretty high. Bearman's not punctured his foot, but Bearman's cut his foot on the heel on something, probably a rusty piece of metal, not a nail though, and goes right in, cuts the muscle. It's painful. Like, cutting the muscle is not fun. Bearman thinks, like, if you ever cut, Bearman doesn't recommend ever cutting your muscle, because cutting your muscle would be astronomically sucky. So what Bearman's gonna do is Bearman's gonna keep that, do that. So while Bearman's in here, Bearman's gonna show you some stuff. So drones have HP, they can be damaged. They usually get destroyed when they encounter monsters. Not always though. But then if Bearman does this, you can see how the failure chance in the bottom right has a 7.4 chance. Every time Bearman uses it, the chances of it stop working go up. And when that happens, Bearman needs to modifications. Bearman needs to repair it. So once they hit yellow, Bearman will probably repair it. And if sometimes they can just skip yellow and instantly get destroyed. And once they're in the destroyed state, you cannot use it anymore, nor can you repair it. Bearman thinks you can still sell the destroyed parts to an automated shipyard and they won't know the difference, so Bearman might do that later. To survive, Bearman needs to be nifty. Objects. Bearman, this is the gateway out of the universe. Bearman doesn't need to go to this yet. Oh, Bearman can press 3 to inspect. Oh, there's a quarantine. So yeah, this will take Bearman out of the system, the Stargate. Which Bearman doesn't need to do that yet. Bearman might do that in the near future. Well, Bearman's going to have to in the near future. Bearman can't get on the quarantine ship because Bearman doesn't have a quarantine pass. Maybe when Bearman comes back there... Well, Bearman's going to have to go there eventually. Oh. Bearman could go to the trading post and maybe get... Yeah, Bearman might go here. But there's a lot of 2s. Bearman's gonna start encountering new monsters, and Bearman's not looking forward to that. Well, actually, no, Bearman's looking forward to being terrified and losing everything he worked for. Okay, let's see if Bearman's gonna survive this. Okay, Bearman's goal is to make way. Bearman wants to get this, go to Barge, B, Cyrus, Beldame, and then hit up this, and maybe a couple more if Bearman's able to. First, Bearman's gonna board the ship. Okay. 2 infestation types. Jeb. Okay, Bearman's gonna read this. Jeb, this is a message from the emergency relays for it entirely. I have to let the bodies go. I had to get them off the ship and minimize the risk of infection. I've relayed the situation to all ISOHO outposts. Hopefully they can get the data that I need to understand the pattern and stop this from spreading further. I need to get to my lab. We don't have much time. Dr. J. Holmes. Linkwit's index pandemic infection and bodies suggest further inquiry. So I guess Bearman's going to research this more. If Bearman's able to... Oh. So, Bearman... Oh. Promotes R2. This is a small ship. How much do you want to bet? Bearman's willing to bet. Oh, Bearman thought that was a vent. No, there is a vent. So from Bearman's not gonna spoil anything. If that happens, you will get to see Bearman die horribly. Oh. Get out. Go. No one likes you, monster. Bearman wants to get in that room. Go. Close the door. Bearman should be safe. Also, Bearman forgot to mention there can be multiple monsters in a single room, so Bearman has to always be careful. Gather all one. Bearman has a theory right now. Bearman bets that Grey Goo is on the ship. So Bearman's gonna keep an eye. Bearman's not gonna explain what the Grey Goo is. You will see. Well, Bearman should explain the Grey Goo. So basically, the Grey Goo is this. Like, it's basically Grey Goo, like the horror stories of Grey Goo. Oh no, that's just distasteful. How's Bearman gonna do this? D9. Currently, Bearman has no decent way of dealing with Grey Goo, but basically Grey Goo is this monster that just very viscous monster that moves towards your drones and attempts to destroy them, but motion sensors don't pick them up, nor do you... Oh god, that scared me. Bearman got scared. Bearman's gonna do what Bearman does best and vent the monster out to the depths of space. How much you want to bet? Bearman bets there's another monster in R2. Bearman bets there's a monster in R5. Bearman doesn't really want to explore... Bearman doesn't really want to explore the last 2 rooms. But Bearman has to. Bearman doesn't know how this is going to work, but so is Bearman venting the monster onto Bearman's hole? Bearman doesn't ask questions. Bearman's going to assume that Bearman's about to get the fright of Bearman's life. Oh, please don't do this to Bearman. Please don't do this to Bearman. Safe. Thank Lord, the Bearman's Lord, protecting Bearman. Bearman was really afraid that there was going to be a monster in there that didn't leave the room. Because there's some monsters that don't leave the room immediately, and they just sit in there waiting, and just waiting. So then you eventually you just go in there, and then the monster's just sitting there waiting for you, and the monster beats the crap out of you. Remember, doesn't want to experience that again. Bearman's experienced it way too many times. All R1. Yeah, but yeah, Bearman does not recommend that. It's a terrible, terrifying experience for Bearman. While Bearman gets out of this, because Bearman can tell a story about how Bearman cut his heel. So Bearman was just burying a bear cub and jumping into a lake, having fun with Bearman. And just get Bearman in a moment. Bearman just thought Bearman heard something. But, so Bearman was just being bear cub, being a bear cub, doing bear cub things, jumping in the lakes, having fun. And Bearman jumped off the dock into the lake, and Bearman, well, bear cub at the time, landed on something. Bearman doesn't know what it was. Bearman never found what it was, but it was something sharp, and Bearman just landed on it, just right into bear cub's heel. Bear cub was just so much pain. Wait, what? Bearman doesn't understand what you're doing. Huh. Remote R2. Bearman will just do this. Navigate. So Bearman's gonna try something interesting. Bearman thinks if he presses semicolon, Bearman can do tow. So Bearman, the drone should move to R2, and then the drone should tow. Bearman was looking in the control panel after Bearman's last game. So Bearman thought Bearman did something smart, but Bearman did not. Navigate 3, R2, tow, navigate. So Bearman's just gonna try to chain of commands. Navigate R3, R1. So this should work. Bearman's gonna see how this works now. Was there only one monster on this ship? What? No! Bearman's not gonna listen to you. Actually, Bearman is gonna listen to you. The game knows better than Bearman. Bearman, there was only one monster on this ship, right? So that means, oh, gather and trap. Trap is good. So that means Bearman should only have to deal with one monster, and that should be the moving monster. Or Bearman's horribly wrong, and Bearman's gonna find out the hard way. Bearman doesn't. What is that noise? Right. Bearman's not gonna worry about it. Did anything come out of that room? Bearman's not gonna find out. Bearman's gonna gather all one. But yeah, Bearman, Doug hurt his heel. Well, had to get stitches in Bearman's heel. Wasn't fun for Bearman. Stitches aren't fun. The Bearman recently found out you're able to, well, Bearman hasn't had to do this yet to Bearman itself, but Bearman, you're able to self-stitch yourself. Bearman doesn't recommend it, though. Huh. How does Bearman want to do this? This is where things get more tricky for Bearman. Things are changing. Is that room safe? Yeah, D11 is safe. Better not be lying to Bearman. You lied to Bearman, alright. There's a vent in there. Okay, Bearman might as well explain what the vent does. So basically, there's the swarm. And the swarm will use the vents to murder you. Oh. Okay. Time to see how paranoid Bearman is in R4. No, there's no way there's two monsters in a room already this early in. Please don't prove me wrong. Please don't prove me wrong. So right now there's a monster in R7. How does Bearman want to do this? Bearman's really wasting his motion sensors. Like, Bearman's very much wasting his motion sensors. So how does Bearman want to do this then? How does Bearman want to do this? Bearman wants to do this. Bearman's gonna open up 2 doors and try to bait out 2 rooms at once, since Bearman's clever. So Bearman thinks R8 is cleared for confirm. So Bearman... Did Bearman mess up? No, Bearman did mess up. Oh, Bearman found turret. And a ship upgrade. Infamous. I want this. Long range scanner. Bearman could use that. But Bearman has to get out of this room first. Bearman doesn't want to be in the room. So, but yeah, there's a swarm monster that's insecty, and the swarm monster sometimes comes out of the vents. Well, they will hide in the vents, and then they'll wait until your drone is in the vents. Well, when your drone's not in the vents, but in the room, and then they'll come out and just destroy your drone. Bearman doesn't like that. It's scary. Bearman does not do well with horror, as Bearman said in the last episode. Horror is not for Bearman. Like, Bearman doesn't know what it is, but horror just does something to Bearman. Like, maybe Bearman just shouldn't play in the first-person point of view. Maybe Bearman should just play in the third-person point of view. Bearman feels like he's playing too much of a horror game when he's in the first-person view. When Bearman's in the third-person view, Bearman can just handle it. Bearman can't handle it when he's in this point of view. How is Bearman gonna get that guy out of that room? The one in D14, D4 door? Bearman doesn't... You know what Bearman bets it is? Bearman bets the generator is in one of these 2 rooms. And Bearman can't... No, Bearman has a way of doing this. Yes! You know what Bearman's gonna do? Bearman's gonna get his revenge. There's no ship scan? Oh. Bearman killed 1 enemy. Bearman wants to see what enemy Bearman killed. Ha! What if... Oh, it's the robot. The robot always drops Bearman some useful stuff. So what Bearman's gonna do next is navigate all R1, navigate 3, R7, remote R2. So what Bearman's thinking Bearman's gonna do is Bearman's gonna get the ship upgrade out. Bearman's gonna motion sensor in the ship. Bearman's gonna find out where D14 monster is. Put him in D13. Or wherever door Bearman's able to put him in. Navigate R1, 3. Move those there. So Bearman now needs to get this back. Bearman's glad. Duskers has not been updated in a very, very long time, and it will never be again, unfortunately. But Bearman finds this game still terrifying. There's something with it. Who doesn't know what it is? Bearman was right. There was a monster in both of those rooms. So D15 and D14 both had a monster. That's why Bearman doesn't take chances. Bearman's good at what he does. No chances for Bearman. But now Bearman has to wait for this monster to go from all the way to the long room back down to R4. Bearman just finished off the last of the rare water. Now Bearman opens up the door 14. Was this ship good? How does Bearman check the ship? Ship info. Yeah, I know. Go to door... You know what? You go to door 11. What if there's 2 monsters in both of those rooms? No, there's no way. Wait, did Bearman actually close the doors? Yes. There's no way there was 2 monsters in the room, right? Right? Oh, 1. There's no way. There can't be 2 monsters. Well, there can be, but Bearman doubts there is. There's only 1 monster. Bearman doubts there's 2 in here. Remote art. So you're telling me? Oh no! This Bearman's overstayed his stay. It's time for Bearman to leave. So Bearman's, if you can see in the bottom right, Derelict is now responding to close commands. Bearman, basically, the longer Bearman spends on a ship, the more the ship is gonna deteriorate. Meaning that the longer, like, soon there'll be radiation leaks, gas leaks, and all that type of stuff. God, no, Bearman, no, my remote power. Bearman needs to fix that. Modifications. Bearman loves remote power, and Bearman is going to keep remote power, and nothing's going to change what Bearman's going to do with remote power. Fixing's going to cost me 6 of my 40 scrap? That's expensive. Oh well. Wait, did Bearman just scrap it? Did I just... Bearman just scrapped his long-range remote power. Okay. Bearman's gonna leave it at here for the night. Bearman is working on getting the VTuber model, and Bearman soon will be streaming. Bearman is gonna do some experimentations with streaming this week. And Bearman will see if it works on Bearman's current computer. If it doesn't, Bearman will have to wait until Bearman upgrades, which will be, like Bearman said a couple tweets ago, 1 to 3 months from now. Well, 1 to 3 months from January 17th. Bearman's going to keep working on it. And Bearman wishes you guys have a good day.